15 minutes break per 45 minutes of learning. That sounds plausible. All right. Welcome back. Oh god. Welcome back to my endless Brotato run. Apparently I'm on wave 131. And it looks like this. I can explain to you what we're doing. I am the demon. The issue with Endless is that prices of items inflate at a ludicrous rate, a rate that you cannot economically keep up with. So you cannot keep buying items from the shop forever. It simply isn't worth it to do so. So I'm playing as Demon. At the end of every wave, half of my materials turn into health at an exchange rate of 13 materials for 1 health. So that means that I can keep buying stuff forever. And that's kind of the entire thing. The only thing I can buy, mind you, the only thing I can buy is health. Which means that the only damage I actually care about is the damage which scales off of health. So there's very little damage in the game that actually scales off health, but Potato Thrower does. Potato Thrower deals 20% of my health with its attacks, so that does. That's hitting for 122,000. And more relevantly, Spicy Sauce hits for just my health value, multiplied by damage percent. So I have dealt, so far, 163 billion damage with Spicy Sauce. And this is basically where all of my damage is coming from. In order... Oh, I have to roll for the last unique item more. In order to actually pick up consumables, which will explode with Spicy Sauce, I need to not be at full health, or else they won't pull toward me. So because of that, I have purchased Torture, which makes it so I cannot heal any way other than Torture giving me 4 health per second. And I have purchased Sad Tomato, which starts me at 50% health at the beginning of each wave. Which results in me always being at about half health, since 4 health per second is not going to make a dent on 20,000 health over the course of a 60-second wave. And it means that I will always pull the consumables in. I have a lot of explosion radius. If I turned on explosions just for a second, like not for very long, but just for a bit, you would be able to see that is, okay, please don't have a seizure. That is how big my explosions are at the moment. I have bought a lot of increased explosion size. And so when I pick up these consumables, I largely clear the entire map. And that's what we're doing. So in order to keep getting stronger, basically our max HP goes up every wave. And on some waves, we fight elites. Now, usually you, like, always drop items every wave from crates, but in Endless mode, your luck gets turned off, so enemies stop dropping crates. Somehow, I don't entirely know how, but basically enemies stop dropping crates, except for the elites, who do drop crates. So, like, 3 times every 10 waves, I think, we have a wave with elites on it. And on those waves, there are 1 billion crates. Not 1 billion, but like 10. The number of crates there are in those waves is, I believe, clamped by my luck. That's what people have told me. And so I am taking more luck so I can get more crates off those waves. Because that's how I get items, is if I find an item in a crate that I want. But at this point, a lot of the items in crates can recycle for, like, more health than they are worth to have. So if I ever get a crate again, I can show you. I'm gonna take items that increase my explosion size still. Need a few more of those. I'm gonna take more gardens to make more consumables. Attack speed increases the speed my potato throwers shoot at, but increasingly my potato throwers don't actually matter that much relative to the explosion sizes. So the more relevant thing that attack speed does is it makes my gardens spawn faster. And the reason for that is that I have improved tools, which makes it so structures are affected by attack speed, which is unusual in this game. Usually structures are not affected by attack speed, but there's a unique item that I have. I mean, I have every item, basically. At this point, we have all of the items that we want to buy. Every unique item that I need is already purchased. And okay, crit chance, I'll explain that in a bit. This is elites, so you'll get to see some item drops, assuming I don't die. Alright. Whew! So I need attack speed. I have an item which makes it so every 1% dodge that I have gives me 2% attack speed. So I'd actually prefer to have dodge than attack speed, even though I'm capped on dodge, because it just gets me attack speed at a better, more efficient rate. I also, in service of getting more luck so I can get more crates on these waves, I obviously want more luck, but I have also got an item that makes every percent crit chance I have give me 2 luck. So I also want crit chance, even though I'm capped on crit chance. It still gives me more luck. In terms of my health bar, I will get one-shot by any enemy right now. If I get hit, I will get one-shot. I have 60% dodge, so there's a 60% chance that they miss me. I also have tardigrades. Tardigrades prevent damage from 1 hit per wave, and I have 9 of them. So I can get hit on average like 20 or 21 times or something more, right? 60% of 9 is like 6-ish. Like 23 times. I can get hit 23 times per wave on average without dying. But like, I would rather not rely on my dodge, because eventually I will get unlucky and die if I'm relying on my dodge. So yeah, I can like recycle this for 324 materials, which turns into 23 health or something, which may or may not be better than 10 luck. I really have no idea. I have not worked out that equation. Trees do give me materials over time. A tree, I think, gives me 6 materials per wave, so this should pay for itself in 30 some waves. And then it's upside from there. I have been taking these because the crit chance gives me luck, and it seems like they're cheap. A normal, reasonable number of max health would be 40. I feel like at the end of wave 20, it's pretty common to have like 120 max health for me. But then going through like the middle of the game, having like, yeah, 20 after the first third of the game, and then 40 to 50 after the second third, and then 100 and some at the end. I have 3 items locked. They are unique items which I don't want. So by locking them, I make it so they don't drop in crates. Because if you could drop a unique item in a crate and have it locked in the store, you would be able to get 2 copies of a unique item. So you can't do that. You cannot drop unique items which are locked in shop. This is on a save file specifically for doing it, so a lot of the items in the game aren't unlocked. But there are some items which start off unlocked, which I don't want. So white flag makes it so there are fewer enemies. I don't want that because I get money and stuff from enemies. Like, the enemies make me stronger. Bloody hand makes it so I take 1 damage per second. That kills my tardigrades, so I don't want that. And shackles, honestly, I mean, the reason I don't have shekels is that none of the numbers it gives me help me in any way at this point, and capping my speed is bad, but is it bad? I don't know. At this point, it mostly doesn't matter. I don't think I'm going to go for more speed than this. There's a point where I'm moving so fast that I can't control my character to dodge anymore, and we're approaching it. What about trading half your HP for a crossbow 3? Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, most of the items aren't really purchasable. Anyway, the general vibe here is we are literally just watching the number go up. The world record is 1,700 and something. So that is 100 waves is 10 hours, is that right? No. 100 waves is only 100 minutes. No. Nothing like that at all. I mean, there's like shop phase as well. I have sometimes been taking this. I don't think I will this time. This is the other one I'm trying to lock. I don't want minus 10% enemies, so once I find Candle and lock it, I will stop getting offered that in crates, and I could get offered an actually useful item instead, hopefully. What's the highest record for Endless? So I don't actually know, but somebody told me it was 1,700 something. Just under 2 hours for 100 waves. So we're looking at another 30 hours for a world record. How many vigilante rings do I have? To be searchable. 9. I have 9. You imagine that I need more vigilante rings? Maybe I do, I have no idea. Maybe I'll find more. Like, there's no reason I wouldn't find more. I am still finding items. Sometimes. Do we have all the cute monkeys? I don't know. Did we successfully get them all? There are some items which are limited, so you can only get a certain number of them, and so it pays to get that many of them, so you don't get offered them anymore. Cute monkey is limited to 13, and it has taken me a long time to get 13. I still don't have all the metal detectors, apparently. Metal detector is limited to 20. Potato gun and endless thing. Yeah, it scales off health. And the entire thing that I do is get more health. So 5 crit chance actually gives me more luck than 5 luck. So a lot of this is pretty boring and just standing around, but that part's kind of sweet. I do kind of enjoy the elite waves. The 1.7 thousand run is just under 68 hours. Why? How long was spent in shops? I don't believe I'm surviving elite waves with at least a target grade, in fact. Yeah, I'm not getting hit that often. You don't think the number of chests I get is affected by luck? That is very possible. My belief that it is based on people confidently claiming that that was true the last time I did this. I actually do need pickup range still. I don't gather the stuff from the absolute edges of the map yet. But I don't want minus dodge because I want attack speed, so I can't take little frogs, but I can take the other one. $20,600 health. Probably not. Alright. But it pays for itself. Eventually, true. Yeah, it's very possible that I just get more because there are more elites. That is very possible. In which case I shouldn't keep getting more luck. Is there a way to turn off projectiles? Is it time? I don't know if that turns off enemy projectiles too. I feel like that turned off enemy projectiles as well. I need to see enemy projectiles. Maybe it didn't. Maybe the enemies just aren't shooting me. Is this Orb of Creation? Almost. I have no idea if I want this or not. Like, I am still getting level ups, so... I currently have 595% experience gain. That might be good. I don't know. Impossible to say. Handcuffs, I guess, would also be a good one. Ooh, a garden. So we do take gardens. Gardens are, in fact, kind of the only thing that we are doing. Back in Brotato Purgatory, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Pocket Factory. Maybe Pocket Factory will actually despawn gardens at some point. Because, like, eventually I will have, presumably, more structures than it's possible for me to have or whatever. Maybe I shouldn't take trees? I don't know. Maybe I die to spawning too many gardens at some point. Or spawning too many turrets, causing my gardens to despawn, rather. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Usually I sit up here for the scam. Confirmed we can still see enemy projectiles. Well, I didn't actually turn off projectiles. I put them at a lower percentage. Enemy projectiles are not more transparent. Alright. You have 800 plus levels with Demon and you're still playing? Oh no. Oh no. Just going from corner of the map to other corner of the map seems like it kind of owns all the elites. You won your ultimate frisbee game now. Cool. Oh, but you still live in South Carolina? Unlucky. Is South Carolina where, Thingamajig is? Is that where Mr. Beast lives? Probably. Ooh, I actually do need a pumpkin. Actually need 2 more. That one we need. Explosion size a little bit closer to being the full screen. Hey, a metal detector. Oh, it costs an awful lot. Crates are getting scaled down instead of going across the full screen. Are they? This gets very boring after a while. Yeah, but I'm a streamer. Hey, is the world record run segmented or is it one sitting? I don't know if I'm allowed to have breaks in my run. It was segmented? Oh, how's it even verifiable then? Maybe it was streamed. Just tuned in, that's a lot of damage. Trigonometry. It's not 100 hours, it's 61 hours is what I was just told, or something like that. To Slay the Spire board game arrived and there was a shipping error and now you have an extra copy of the collector's edition. That doesn't sound like a terrible result. Alexa, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Increlution. What is increlution? To get verified, you need to show the options gameplay screen to make sure that everything is at 100% before you begin the run. Oh really? So this run is not verified then? What a disaster. I guess we have to start again then. You reported missing a strike for Ironclad and a strike for Silent, and they sent you full decks for both. Amogus! I think I'm gonna get to wave 150, and then I might play some more Frosthaven. You've lost 30 pounds this year watching my stream while on the elliptical? Holy shit! I should get like an exercise bike or something that I enjoy working out with when I'm watching a stream. Alien Eyes also scale off health and are doing okay, as you can see. I guess I probably click on that. Another garden, cool. Game Evolution is an idle game where your character is stuck inside of a time loop that they can extend by using their hyper metabolism to eat food, and if they don't extend it, they die. Did anyone ever get into that game that was like Loop Hero, but like you programmed it or something? There was like exactly one day where it seemed like people were excited about that, and then I never heard about it again. I'm kind of in the mood for that game, but a good version of it. Captures. It was actually like named... It was some like time loop thing. I don't remember what it was called. Stuck in Time? It was missing a lot of things to make it actually playable. That sounds super believable. Unlucky. I ever play Spell Rogue? I have no idea. I have no... The amount that I don't know whether I have played a Spell Rogue is so high. That is perhaps the most generic roguelike game I have heard other than Rogue. Get a TLDR of how we got here. I explained it all at the start of the segment, which was not that long ago. The TLDR is... I mean, the one I gave was like several minutes long. Basically, we're scaling our health with Demon faster than the enemies get stronger. That's the recap. Was too long and I didn't watch the recap. I played Jump and Shoot Man. I think so. I think I liked that one. Alright, wave 150. Yeah, there's definitely one more crate there. Okay, maybe you don't need luck. I don't know. Somebody claimed I needed luck to get more crates. I don't know why they claimed it. Maybe it's untrue. We also need a snack of food before Frosthaven time. Is this modded? It is not. It is not. Nope. I think maybe we do take 15% explosion damage. I think probably yes. That was wave 150. Alright. Whew! Here's the deal. I'm gonna have some food and then I'm gonna stream Frosthaven. And when I stream Frosthaven, I tend to stream for like a long time. So, I'm gonna fuel up before then. I'm gonna end stream. And then I will stream Frosthaven. I don't have the upstairs computer set up to multi-stream, so it'll just be on Twitch. But I will be doing that for several hours in not so long. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody! Hope you enjoyed Chance of Centaur with me. I'll see you again in a bit.